Have you ever felt like you're running on a hamster wheel, working hard but getting nowhere? You see that top 1% living a different life, and you wonder, what's their secret? But if I told you it's not about being born a genius or getting lucky, it's about understanding the game most people are playing, and choosing to play a different one. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on why 99% of people stay stuck, and how you can join the 1% and break free. This isn't about magic formulas. It's about a fundamental shift in how you think, act, and live. If you're ready to stop just getting by and start getting ahead, you're in the right place. So, let's start with the hard truth. Why do most people never win? The biggest trap is what I call the cult of the comfortable. We're taught to follow the path of least resistance. Get a stable job, do what you're told, don't rock the boat, and collect your paycheck. This path feels safe, but it's a ceiling on your potential. It's designed for mediocrity. The 99% are stuck here because they are trading their dreams for a sense of security. They wait for permission. They wait for the perfect moment. They blame their circumstances, their boss, or the economy. They consume more than they create. They spend their evenings scrolling through other people's highlight reels instead of building their own. This passive approach to life is the default setting for most of humanity, and it's the single biggest reason they stay right where they are. Winning requires you to consciously opt out of this default mode. This brings us to the first big separator: the raw power of outworking everyone. Now, before you say, "I already work hard," let me clarify, this isn't just about logging more hours. It's about the intensity and focus you bring to those hours. Talent is a great starting point, but effort is the great equalizer. While the talented person is relying on their natural gifts, the person driven by effort is in the gym every single day, refining their skills and pushing their limits. Effort compounds. The extra hour you put in today doesn't just add 1 hour of progress. It builds momentum. It's like investing money. A small, consistent investment grows exponentially over time. Your effort works the same way. While everyone else is quitting at 5 p.m., you're putting in that extra hour to master a new skill while they take the weekend off. You're reading a book that expands your mind. This relentless drive creates a gap between you and the rest that eventually becomes impossible to close. They'll call it luck. You'll know it was discipline. But hard work alone isn't enough if you're just following the crowd. This is crucial. You must stop following and start leading. And leading, in its simplest form, means thinking for yourself. The 99% are conditioned to look for a blueprint, a step-by-step guide for everything. They want someone else to tell them what to do. But all the great breakthroughs, in business, in art, in life, came from someone who dared to question the conventional wisdom. They saw the herd going one way and asked, "But what if there's a better way?" Leaders aren't afraid to be wrong. They experiment. They test their own theories. They take calculated risks while everyone else is waiting for a guarantee. Starting to lead might mean starting small. Instead of asking your boss how to solve a problem, come to them with 3 potential solutions you've already thought through. Instead of copying what other creators in your niche are doing, try a completely new format. This independence of thought is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, and the further it separates you from the people who are still waiting for instructions. So, what does this look like? Day to day, it comes down to adopting the 1% mindset shift. This isn't a one-time decision. It's a new way of operating. First, the 1% are obsessed with learning. They don't see education as something that ended with school. They are perpetual students of their craft, of business, of human nature. They read books, listen to podcasts, take courses, and find mentors. While the 99% are entertained, the 1% are educated. Second, they view failure completely differently. For most people, failure is a stop sign. It's embarrassing, painful, and proof they should quit. For the 1%, failure is data. It's feedback. It's a tuition payment for a valuable lesson. They aren't afraid to fail because they know that each failure gets them one step closer to success. They fail forward. Third, they are masters of their own psychology. They understand that their biggest enemy is not the competition. It's their own doubt, procrastination, and fear. They actively work on their mindset, practicing gratitude, visualization, and positive self-talk. to stay in a peak state. This internal work is the invisible foundation upon which all external success is built. Finally, let's talk about the habits that multiply your results. Success isn't about massive, heroic acts. It's the result of small, seemingly insignificant habits practiced with relentless consistency. The 1% understand this better than anyone. One of the most powerful habits is a non-negotiable morning routine. Before the world has a chance to distract them with emails, social media, and urgent requests, they invest the first hour of their day in themselves. This could be exercise, meditation, journaling, or working on their most important task. They win the morning, so they can win the day. Another habit is radical focus. Instead of trying to do 20 things at once, they identify the 1 or 2 activities that produce 80% of their results, and they become obsessive about protecting their time and energy for those tasks. They say no to almost everything so they can say a powerful yes to what truly matters. They schedule their priorities. They don't prioritize their schedule. Think about your own life. What is one small habit you could install that, over the next year, would completely change your trajectory? Maybe it's reading 10 pages of a book every day. Maybe it's spending 30 minutes learning a high-income skill. It's these small, daily deposits of effort that build the skyscraper of your success. To wrap it all up, getting ahead of 99% of people isn't a mystery. It's a choice. It's the choice to reject comfort and embrace effort. It's the choice to stop following and start thinking for yourself. It is the choice to adopt the mindset of a lifelong learner who sees failure as a stepping stone. And it's the choice to build small, powerful habits that compound over time into an unstoppable advantage. The path is simple, but it's not easy. It requires discipline, courage, and a relentless commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. But the rewards, the freedom, the impact, the fulfillment are more than worth the price. The question is, are you ready to pay it? Thanks so much for watching. If this video sparked something in you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you level up in life. Let me know in the comments what one habit you're going to start today. I'll see you in the next one.